Hello students, today we are going to study about the advanced features of Excel. In earlier classes you have studied about Excel, how to work with Excel, some basic functions and the formulas which we were using in Excel. Now it's time for us to learn about different features of Excel. So in this chapter what we are going to study is, first we will look into the components of a chart, then we will see commonly used chart types, creating a chart elements and formatting a chart, combo chart, spark lines, using goal seek, grouping worksheets, consolidating data, sorting and filtering data, and lastly we will look into using advanced filter. Now in this video we are going to learn about what a chart is and what are its component. So let's proceed further. Okay students, so now let us see the introduction to chart. How can you define a chart? We can define a chart like it is an effective way to display data in pictorial form. When you look onto the screen on the right hand side, you can see that that is a chart. Now what is a chart? It is a kind of picture, you can say. But what does it contain? It contains the data. So when you are representing any kind of data in a picture format, that is your chart. Now, after knowing what is a chart, let us understand what is the need to use it. Charts make it easier to draw comparison and analyze the growth, relationship, and trends among the values in a range. So whenever we are trying to insert a chart, the reason behind inserting is, or we can say the usefulness of inserting a chart is, it helps us to make comparisons and analyze the things. Like for example, in this particular chart, we can see that this chart is showing the marks of few students. Which marks? English, math, science marks, and four students are there, Riya, Aman, Sundar, and Kapil. So when we want to know who has achieved the highest percentage of the marks, we get a very clear picture from the chart, right? Like we can easily make out that Kapil has achieved the highest marks in all the three subjects. Okay, that is how it is helpful in drawing comparisons. Then we can analyze it, we can see and predict what is being shown. It also creates relationships. And how is this done? This is done with the help of the values which are here, the values which has been represented here. With the help of that, we can make out as to who has achieved the highest. Now, charts provide us more accurate analysis of information. Whenever we are showing any kind of information, the accurate analysis can be done with the help of the charts. So when you insert a chart, the data is displayed in a special window which is known as the data sheet. So you can see that the chart is there on the screen. But how this chart is made? Until and unless you give some information, that chart cannot be shown, or it cannot be shown and represented in a picture format. So what we do is we first insert the data, and the place where we insert this data is known as the data sheet. Chart is updated automatically with the change in data. Whenever we are inserting the data into the chart, there are times that we need to update the data. Maybe by mistake we have inserted the wrong value. Now we need to rectify that value. So this updating process, when we do, that is automatically changed in the chart also. Okay, I hope this is clear. So let us proceed further with the next slide. So once we are clear with what a chart is, now we are going to see what are the components of chart. When we look at the chart, what do you see? There are many things in the chart, right? So all the small little things together, all these things which are given there, these are known as the components of chart. Let us see the first component, chart area. What is chart area? This includes all objects and elements in a chart. If you see the heading, the numbers, the names which are written here, or the subject names which are written here, together all these things along with these colorful bars which are there, this is known as the chart area. Next is category axis. Category axis is also known as the x-axis. It is the horizontal axis of the chart. You can, when you see the names written here as Riya, Aman, Sundar, Kapil. All these indicates your category axis. Third is the value axis. Value axis or y-axis is the vertical axis, and this is used to plot the values. When you see there 0, 2, 4, 6, all these are the values which are being shown on this axis. It can be in ones, it can be in tens, hundreds, thousands, and so on according to the data which you are inserting in the chart, your data sheet. Number 4, we can see it as data series. A data series is related set of data values. When you see this bars, no, this pink color bar, purple color bar, or the blue color bar, these bars are known as your data series. It shows you the values with the help of these data series. Next on number we have axis title. What is axis title? You can see marks written there 0, 2, 4, this place. This is known as the axis title, where the headings are provided to the x-axis and the value axis. Okay, the titles help in understanding what is being depicted on the axis, like what are these numbers standing for. So we can clearly understand from this title that the marks are being shown on the x-axis. Similarly, what is being shown on the y-axis? It is the name of the students which are being shown on the y-axis. Number 6 is plot area. The plot area is a window within a chart area. It contains the actual chart and includes the plotted data, data series, category, and value axis. So it's not just one single thing alone. Since it is an area, we can understand that it is a constituent. It is something which is forming different parts together are forming the plot area, like plotted data, data series, category, and value axis. So together all these things it forms your plot area. Okay, so moving on to the next component of the chart. What is it? It's the chart title. What does a chart title do? It describes the aim and contents of a chart. So when we give a chart title to the particular chart, the user will easily understand what the chart is about. Like for this example which is here, we can give the chart title as weekly test marks. So when the user will see this chart and the heading given to this chart, he will be able to understand that the entire data of this chart belongs to the weekly test which was conducted. Okay. The last is the grid lines, the gray color lines which you can see on the chart. These can be either horizontal or it can be vertical. It depends upon the type of the chart which you have selected. Chart type we are going to study just after this in another video. Okay, so they extend across the plot area of the chart. We have already done the plot area. So in the plot area only these lines run across. Grid lines make it easier to read and understand the values. Like if it is only written 12, 10, the numeric values are written there and those lines are not there, then it will be little difficult for the user to get the exact figure. So if these grid lines are present, it becomes very easier for the user to understand as to which value it is indicating. This is all for components of chart. So students, in the next video we will study about different commonly used chart types. Till then keep studying. Okay, take care.